Hey guys, I wanted to come on for a second. I am Caitlin Steffen, and I am that I am, alright? I'm talking about how emotions are contagious, okay? And how, certain like events that happen in our life, like say we get our first love, and they say if they cheat on you and, break your heart, it seems like you take a vow and you think I'm never going to be loyal again, and boom, you just caught that infection. It's contagious, and you turn your back towards the real you. You know what I mean? You turn your back towards the real you, and that's what that does. And then you keep going because of fear of getting hurt again. It's like a tactic our brain tries to use to keep us safe. And it really is screwing you in the end, because you're not loving like your true self desires. We crave love like that. And if you let one person change the trajectory of the way you give love, the way you open up, you're letting it win. Like, you know what I mean? You are separating yourself from your true self, and then you're letting it win because of fear. And then the next genuine person, you don't know if they're genuine or not, and you burn them regardless. And then that person thinks the same thing, and then they burn, and it's contagious, right? We gotta really remember who we was before that if we want true happiness and wholeness in our lives. And that goes for relationships. You know what I mean? For sure. Like, don't let past pain change the directory of who you are. You deserve to know who you are. You deserve to present your full self to whoever you're with. That's why we got to be strategic and specific when it comes to relationships, you guys. I don't suggest that anybody be dating unless you are completely ready to give somebody that love that they need, that everybody desires, whether we know it or not. Everybody just wants that warmth feeling, you know what I mean? And it's like we move farther and farther away from that with our society. The music we listen to isn't any better. It's filling our heads with all kinds of stuff. I was thinking the other day, because I used to listen to grunge rock. I mean, I still do, sometimes, but when I was younger, right, growing up, and I'm thinking, holy crap, the lyrics to all these songs, no wonder I had all them toxic traits in a relationship. It's just crazy, like 3 days grace, or whatever. And it seems like looking back on my life, I found myself in them toxic developments, and it was because the music was subconsciously installing that in my mind, that's what I wanted, or that's what love was, when it's not. Like, music is so influential to who you are. I mean, in today's music, it's just getting worse, and they're opening up about the darkness. They don't care now. And that there should prove to you that there's light. If there's darkness in the industry and all that, there's got to be a good side to that, right? It's just not it's not attractive. We don't want to look at that as attractive, because we're all into the bullshit, the scenery, the all the stuff that makes us question our very existence. We are organic beings, you guys. Organic. That means we live, we die, and we age, just like a piece of fruit on a tree. You know what I mean? It starts from a seed, and then it grows, and then eventually it dies. It makes room for new life. Okay? And with that being said, with everything being civilized, it makes us depressed and stuff, because we're not in our native instinct. You know what I mean? Like, we need to really think this through when we're miserable and upset, because it goes back farther than just this. You know what I mean? It goes back farther than this, and that's why people like to take walks in the woods and stuff like that, because they're getting back to the true essence of who we are, or who we were created to be. We were created to just live off the land, just like the Indians did, And people can say whatever they want about the Indians. They were cannibals, this and that. Okay, and I bet you they didn't have anxiety and depression. And I bet you they didn't commit suicide. You know what I mean? I bet they didn't need medicine to survive. Okay, they might have died a lot younger, but guess what? They didn't age and end up in a diaper. You know? And the world wasn't so overpopulated like it is. Don't even get me started on the doctors. They're all narcissists, every one of them. Now, hey, not all of them, but the majority of you guys are. And I'm glad you exist and all that. And, you know, great, our democracy's great, blah, blah, blah. Whatever y'all want to hear, right? No. And they keep us sick. They give us this medicine that keeps us sick, especially mentally. Mentally, they keep us in this twisted, it's not godly. It's satanic as hell. And it's a mind control thing, man. We were not created to have all these defects. You know what I mean? And through past trauma and pain and music we listen to, those that are around us, you know, you got to think outside the box, man. Think outside the box and just be true to who you are, who you was. You know what I mean? Rewind a little bit. Think about this in your memory. You know, like, who was you before the world got to you and just ripped your little heart out? You know, like, that's the real person that God wants to use. Stay up.